All right, while we're waiting for our coaching session, let's go for a live Reeal analysis. Okay, this is the pro for Miami. Unbelievable player, very, very talented player. We're just gonna do a live analysis. I'm gonna go through my thoughts as quick as possible while we're watching, just while waiting for the session. Okay, so off the break here, let's see what he does. He's playing solo queue in a crimson lobby right now. So he's gonna go across, you see, off the break here, just straight away going through this right generator area, gets a knife out for quicker speed, goes through in terms of the timing. So they're gonna be around glass right now. So he goes through and that guy plays an off angle. So right there was more like a mental side of who's going to push, who's going to get aggressive and passive and stuff like that, and the opponent end up winning it. So right now we're going to have a real look at the kill feed, and you can see Reeal's going through the middle, uses equipment, sees the first player on the left, makes him want a good kill. Now that's 2 down, the third's on his left right there in that corner. He's going to get aggressive, perfect. So now we know who the last player is. Okay, so look at Dan on the kill feed, look at Dan on the kill feed. Dan is he's now dead. So now we know that the rest of the team are spawning up. They're going to be spawning around the P2 area. Okay, so now Reeal's going to probably take a route. This is live, by the way, not recorded for anyone at home saying, oh, he's talking over it. No, this is live. Right there, what that player did was a 1 pump. Watch your kill cam, look at that 1 pump. When he does a 1 pump on your screen, it looks a lot more harder. Fortunately for Reeal, he gets a spawn there. So what he's doing now is called cutting the lanes. Okay, he's getting aggressive. He knows they're spawning around there, that area there. So he's getting aggressive, cutting the lanes. He actually is going to try pinching them here. Now, why is he doing this? Why is he getting aggressive? Because every kill he gets here should, in theory, spawn the opponents out, assuming his team's holding the spawns, you know? So right now, this is where in solo queue is a bit difficult. What Reeal did there is a great play in Miami Heretics. If he's playing with a team, it's a phenomenal play because he might tell, yo, Renkor, a block spawns, I'm getting aggro. And this is what you call an aggressive SMG player cutting lanes. So right now, you see he's getting aggressive, cutting lanes, going through, once again, going through the left there. You see he gets his knife out shouldering. They're going to be through middle or the right now. That's all. So look, once again, another kill, backs away, repositions. And look, that's fine. Even though he dies there, look at Wanzon. Wanzon's going for a really, really difficult angle. He ends up dying. Look at the kill feed. And the Reeal spawns on the time. So this is where you have an extra life. This is where you're free to go. And as a submachine gun, this is your dream. This is exactly how you want to play when you have control. Okay, big 2-piece again. Now they're going to go through. Look at the spawns. They're probably going to spawn right there. I was going to say they're going to spawn on the left there simply because Reeal was getting the kills now. In this scenario, I would personally go for the spawns here. I'm interested to see what Reeal does, obviously being the pro. So that's why I didn't really want to do that, especially with an AR kind of watching it. I personally don't think it was a good play. And now he spawns all the way out. I actually am more interested to see if he switches to an AR. Right now, I'd probably switch to an AR if I'm Reeal. Let's see how he does it. So good kills, that's a big 2-piece. So look at this route here again, really good spot there, just kind of watching over. Doesn't get much value out of it, but again, using his equipment. So right now you're going to see they're spawning at the back of P3. They're spawning around that side of the map, and all we're trying to do is keep them away from the hill. And then once we get a few kills, we're going to switch. There you go. Okay, so that switch right there, I was waiting for it. I think he should have done it 2 lives ago, in my opinion, but this man's a pro. I'm just watching him, you know what I'm saying? So now again, we're going for the spawn. So we're taking a little route here, we're going through. He knows they're on the right, so he's not going to overcommit. There you go. You see what I'm talking about, chat? He didn't overcommit for the kill. He went for the right. Now look where he is. He's blocking the spawns. Now that he's blocking the spawns, they're going to spawn on the other side of the map. They're going to spawn right there. And guess what? There's 1, there's 2, and now he's in a power position with an AR. That's GG. That's 3 shots. Phenomenal play. Look what he's doing, Jay. He's strafing left and right. Why? He's trying to maximize aim assist. Nothing complicated. Nice strafes. Phenomenal shot. Recoil control on another level. And this is what a pro does when they get lined up. Perfect. 6, 7 kills. I know it shows bronzes, but these are all crimson players. But when you're this level of skill and you have a setup, it's nice and easy. Once again, look where he is on the map, chat. He's around there. He's around mid-map. He's pushed up. Why? So every kill he gets, he's pushing them even further back. Now, once again, he's got the spawns going through the back here. A little bit of a troll from him. I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a troll, but that's okay. It happens at times. And now they spawn out. So that kill is actually quite bad, that death, because now he spawns all the way on this side of the map. They need to go all the way there. So yeah, pretty poor play from Reeal there. But we have 25 seconds left. So 30 seconds left. They're going to go through. There's 1. Again, pre-fire the head glitch. Honestly, unlucky gunfight. So where this hill went really wrong was that troll when he spawned up. Now with 20 seconds left, you have a decision. Do we rotate or do we go for the old hill? I think he's going to get a sub out, chat. If I had to predict, I think he's going to get a sub out here and start to rotate. Once again, what is he doing? He's cutting the lanes, chat. Look at this line right here. He's trying to keep them trapped on that line. You see that line there? He's trying to keep them trapped on the old hill. Why? So that when they rotate, there's more pressure. Just like I said, he'll get a sub out. Yes, he's a submachine gun player primarily, but that wasn't English, but yes, he's a submachine gun main normally, but in this game, especially on certain hills, you have to get an AR out. Now he gets a sub out, he's more comfortable. There's 1. Yes, the hill is white, but why is it white? Because he's letting his teammates pick up the hill. He's doing more valuable things like cutting lanes. Look at that. Now he's going for a pinch. They're not going to predict that. Probably could have played a bit more trigger discipline there, chat, but you see how he's kind of holding middle. He's just moving around, trying to make the game easier on his teammates. Beautiful grenade spot over that little area there. He knows he's on the right. How did he know that, chat? Because he looked to the left and he chilled. You know what I'm saying? He looked to the left and he chilled. Can we get Greco a sub? My man should not have ads. Greco, you're not sub to your boy Arv. That's okay. Separate conversation. So right now, chat, 25 seconds again. He knows he's there pushing out. One thing I'm noticing is the level of consistency in pushing out. He's not sitting in spawn. He's always pushing out, getting aggressive and making the game easier for his team. Okay, 15 seconds left there. He's going to use his equipment and probably take a little route. There you go. Uses a route. Stun's going to slow that guy down. Slide cancel. Good kill. He's one shot. He's going to back away. Perfect. I predicted that perfectly. He was one shot there, chat. Look at your health. You're one shot. There's no need to get aggressive. Just back away, take your timings. Now we go to the new rotation. What I would do when I'm in this situation is look at the game and say, if I play the way I did now, we should win the game. Do I need to change much? Not really. Keep this level of output. Probably that P4, be a little bit smarter, and we're in a good spot. Okay, once again, gets taken out. I don't mind getting an AR out right now, but let's see how he plays this one. Let's see how he plays this one. Let's see what he does here. Going to go around. So again, that's 2 down. Look at the kill feed once again. That's 2 down. We know purple's around the hill. He sees him in the right corner. Good pre-fight. That's purple down. Going to go across right now. Once again, don't get on the hill. You're by yourself there. So look, he's going to go around, get some kills. I mean, he ends up getting on the hill anyways, but you can see he's mainly playing for kills there and map control more than anything. This is great right here. Playing his life. Really good stuff there going through. And custom shot with a big gift. It's that boy Greco. Greco can now refresh the stream with no ads. Greco, welcome to Arv's Asylum, you absolute demon. Greco, we're going to go through. 15 seconds left. You have to go for the rotation there. If you're Real, we have to go through and make sure we're kind of getting ready for that new hill. Goes across. You see that Omni movement, just trying to get a bit more creative here. And this is the route you want to take. You want to go through the right-hand side and try and break through the right because it's easier for the spawns. I expect him to get an AR out here. because it's going to be a bit hard on the left-hand side. And let's see what he does. Even game right now, he seems very chilled. He seems composed. This guy has played in world championship matches, but this rank play game is going down to the wire right now. Look at that. Nade on the right, going to go to the left there. Again, nice little pinch round. And this is where the kills are really important. He gets a 3-piece chat. You can break him from the front, but to be honest, it's not ideal. You want to break him through the back. And what he does now, play your life, back away. There you go. Chat, this is what I was speaking about. Play your life. Again, right there, I think he overcommits slightly. Just play your life a little bit, you know? Don't need to overcommit there. I think he could have just chilled a little bit, in my opinion. But it's easier to say, harder to do. But I think if he watches back, I think he would agree. Certain times he could have played his life. But, you know, in the moment, it's always harder to do. Great grenade kill. Again, equipment, very, very useful. You're seeing him doing a great job with it. 10 seconds left. You want to start rotating. So now, look, chat, he's not going to go old. He's not going to go old. But what he's going to do, he's more than likely going to cut lanes here. So right there, you see, he wants to hold this middle area to slow them down. But now, bad spot. Really bad spot. Second time it happens, chat. Now you can see we're spawning on the other side. Not what you want to see, okay? So now we're going to go through. And in this scenario, you're not in an ideal spot. You're looking at this and you're like, you know what? I'm in a bad spot. 2 down though. And once again, he's got a sub. So he's taking the mid routes, chat. You have to realize what gun you have. Look, he's taking the routes where he has a bit more cover, trying to finesse. But again, I think he should get an AR out here. I think this is one of those situations where I just think an AR will be more useful. We're going to go through here. Now, I probably expect him to go through middle again. Chat, look at the kill feed, 2 down. Again, this is where he cooked with an AR. So I probably think an AR is more useful right now, but let's see what he does here. Good kill. So once again, with a sub, you're just going to try and finesse a little bit, but I just feel like on this hill, an AR is way more valuable to kind of hold this area. He's going to pick that up. I guarantee it. There you go. Just like I mentioned. Oh, he's not picking up. Okay, very interesting. I really expect him to pick it up there, but that's okay. Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit. Just chill. Play your life there. Again, 2 down. This is good to chat. They're going to be spawning around there in the minimap. They're going to be spawning around that far side. Now he gets an AR. Again, I think it could have been earlier. Absolutely. But what their job is now, chat, with spawns is keep them there in the minimap. Look at the minimap. Keep them that side. Keep them as far away as possible. You know what I'm saying, chat? We want to keep them as far away as possible. Right now, you see we're going to go through and we just don't want to put them here. So this is another thing, chat. When you're playing on the hill, people are too scared to post up. Don't be afraid to help your teammates. Don't be afraid to stand up like this because it allows you to get kills while on the hill and you're not sitting target. Right now, his teammate's got the right. I would watch the left door right there. I would turn around if I'm Real, watch that left door. Now his teammate's got it, you're good. You see that timing there? That he could have got a bad timing. Now he's good. So now his teammate died on the left. I'll turn around. He has a bit of pressure on the right there. So he's in a pretty bad spot. But again, he's doing a really, really good job of not only holding the time, he's also getting the kill. So really good job there from Real. Just able to kind of do a little bit of everything, chat. Now we're 25 seconds left. I expect him to get the submachine gun back out. I think in this scenario, he's going to get more aggressive in the P5. Going to go through with the submachine gun. So he sees one on the hill. Great job. I love that job there. Instead of going right off the break, he went left to get the kills, chat. Watch this. He went for the kills before the guy on the right. That was ahead of them. That was a good play. Now he's going to get a sub out for sure. Chat, watching the lanes. Watch, he's going to cut the lanes. Go for a little route. This is the route he's taking right now. He's trying to catch a good time in. He sees one more on the right. He's going to play heady and chill. Beautiful 2-piece, chat. Look at the mini-map. Perfect 3. He's blocking this spawn. They're going to spawn P2, chat. So watch this. He's going to watch the outer skirts most likely. There you go, chat. Look at that. He sees 2. So right there, I think he overheats a little bit. I don't don't think he needs to overcommit. I think he had a good job just sitting there relaxing. But with this hyper playstyle, hyper aggressive playstyle, sometimes it backfires. But for the most part, that's what gives you the 2s and the 3s. You know what I'm saying? That's what gives you those extra kills. So right now, I don't mind him making that route with this 30 seconds left. Again, gets the subs out, uses equipment, just standard stuff. There's 2 down. So right now, when you see 2 down, you bang in the hill. You bang in the hill. His teammates have the time. So what he's going to do now is predict the spawns. Again, having more spawn knowledge than most people, being a CDL pro, he's going to know the exact corner to look at. There you go. He sees him, gets another kill. So as the opponent right now, it's a lot harder for them to get to the hill because Reeal's posting up so much closer to their spawn. It's actually just harder for them to get to the hill, and that is what cutting lanes does. Okay, so now we're going to go through. We're once again going to go across. He's going to pinch them, looking at the timings, and he's just in a really good spot, bro. He's just a really, really good spot. There you go. Once again, cutting the lanes, cutting the lanes, cutting the lanes. This guy gets a kill. He's probably going to push out again, but now his teammate's not on the time. He might hold it. Let's see what he does. So again, he's pushing out a little bit more. And the biggest thing I'm noticing, chat, one is just how aggressive he is in a positive way. His aggression is unbelievable, right? So we'll do like that. And the other thing is, we'll keep that as cutting lanes. The other thing is how confident he is on the hill. I'm going to say confidence on the hill. What I mean by that is I see so many people when I'm coaching, chat, they just tuck in the hill and don't do anything. They just sit there and hide, right? But when you sit there and hide, what you're actually doing is giving them so much control. You're in a 3v4. This player of the game is a perfect example. He is playing posted up. Now, sometimes you don't want to do it. Sometimes you want to let your teammates watch over you, but being an asset in the hill just means you're going to be so valuable overall to your team. And I think it's really crucial. And that is how a pro player plays hardpoint. Chat, if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to drop a like. Do you guys want to see more of these instead of doing like full analysis, pausing this and that? Like, this was just live in the moment. And the thing is, this isn't recorded. This is literally live on Twitch, so you guys can see it. I'm not watching it back and studying it. This is just my live thoughts as it's happening. If you guys like it, let me know down below, and I'll make sure I do some more. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.